It's Barnes and Leslie. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Start over. It's Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
Hey, now.
Jimmy is hanging out. Hey, we're looking for a contestant, by the way. We have a new, it's a new segment. It's a musical test for somebody here at the station. Don't worry, Jimmy. It won't be for you. This is a music, like a really deep inside, and I know that would throw you for a loop, probably.
I would do fine.
Probably. But anyway, we're looking for someone who would like to participate in the fact that we're going to have you guess how many stems is the name of the segment. You know what a stem is?
No.
Okay. That's the piece of the song. So there's a drum stem, there's a keyboard stem, there's a tambourine stem, there's all these stems, and they all make up a song. So it's basically a song ripped apart.
Like a track, like the tambourine track.
What is this, guess that stem?
No, it's how many stems will it take for whatever person they choose, Steve or Will or Jill, how many stems will it take before they can identify the song?
Oh, I see. So we're testing the...
you start out with the drum beat.
Yeah.
You start out, yeah.
Okay.
And if they get it in, how many stems can Steve get it in? 3. And if he's right, maybe something good will happen.
Guess that stem.
So if you would like to participate, just, give us an email. hi@themorningx.com. Just send us an email. We'll reach back out. hi@themorningx.com. We're in a dilemma right now. Jimmy is looking for some parenting advice from you, the people. Your son, you've found out in some way, may or may not have a fake ID.
Likely does.
Okay.
Likely just because all of his friends apparently do. So
yeah, the way you're talking, I would say it's very likely.
Yeah.
And he's looking for advice. Let's go to the people because they are calling in. Hey, Morning X, good morning. Who is this?
Good morning. This is Jeff.
Jeff, what do you think about this scenario?
Yeah. What do I do? Do I bring this up to him, or do I confront him? Do I take it away? What's the play here?
Well, without knowing your son personally, I think you have to take a step back. And this is my experience with my children. It's really an individual thing, and you have to do a deeper dive. You have to find out, why does he want this fake ID? And, let's be honest with each other. There's a lot of things out there that people are doing that are illegal, that actually can result in some significant harm. Speeding. If you get pulled over for speeding, you get a ticket, it's illegal, and there's a reason there's a speed limit. You get an accident, you can kill someone. Getting behind the wheel after you've had a drink or two, that's illegal. People are doing it, unfortunately, all the time. What I realized, and at first glance, parents are going to say, wow, my son has a fake ID, this is illegal, this is wrong. I would explore, what are his motivations? Why does he want to have a fake ID? We found in our situation, and I didn't realize this, I've got 3 kids, but we learned the first one, that there are places where kids want to go into. I don't even want to call them bars. They're social clubs, and without an ID, they can't get in. So, now you're making a decision about their social life. And with all the pressure on kids, high school kids these days with social media, now there's one more thing that they can get left out of.
Yeah, it's peer pressure. I mean, there's absolute peer pressure. If everyone else has one, they've got to get it.
So even if he's not drinking, he would still he needs it, and he's visiting colleges now. So he's visiting friends at colleges, and they're all going to places, and right.
Well, that's a huge thing that you just brought up. Going to college. When you go visit colleges. Now, again, I'm talking about a senior in high school. I'm not talking about a 9th grader.
Right.
I think the key is finding out if he's just using it to try and get into a club, and you trust him. And there's got to be that trust. This is something that hopefully starts a lot earlier than this.
Jeff makes a good point, though, getting to the root of the issue. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never suspected he was drunk. I've never smelled alcohol on him. He's never acted like he's never come home from friend's house where I've suspected he was drinking. Now, I know there's a lot of drinking that goes on at the parties that he goes to, but and that's a different conversation. Parents who allow it to go on in their house. That's a different conversation we'll have.
One.
Right. But I've never suspected, so I don't really know that I'm that concerned.
Thanks, Jeff. Have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Good call, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But, he brings up something interesting, and you do as well, talking about you've never smelled alcohol.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the 2 reasons why he would probably want this ID would be to buy alcohol or to get into a club. And both of those really include alcohol. So if he's masking it that well, maybe it is just peer pressure.
Maybe he's not drinking and he just wants to get into a club. You got to find out why, like Jeff said.
Right. You can go to a club and not drink. I mean, I've done that my whole life.
No, right.
Right. So that may be it. He's never struck me as the kind. I mean, I've never suspected that he is. Now, listen. That said, it's not just drinking now. It's gummies. It's pot. It's like there's a million different things.
But when are you two going to have your first Zima together?
we did have pina coladas in Puerto Rico. That was a different conversation.
All right, hold on. Let's get one more in here. Hey, morning, X. Good morning. Who is this?
Hi, this is Jessica Kreitzek.
Hey, Jessica. And what is your background here?
So I am a conscious parenting coach. I am certified to parent coaches, coach parents on how to help their kids or help their relationships with their children be stronger.
Aren't you the perfect person to call? So what should he do?
Do I confront Micah on this and just say, hey, I know you've probably got a fake ID, take it away? Or do I let him have it and talk it out with him? And
first, I would like a little bit of background. So how did you find out about this fake ID?
Well, it has come to my attention through other sources that, like, pretty much everyone in his group of friends has them. Reliable source. So I haven't seen it, but it would be very unlikely that he doesn't have it.
Okay. Second question, is your son typically a good kid, or do you find that he makes very poor decisions?
Well, even good kids make poor decisions when you're teenagers.
On the regular, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I would say yes. He makes good decisions, and we've had many conversations about drinking and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So what I would say is, how old is your son?
17. He's a senior in high school.
Okay. So he's a senior in high school. So really, the latter is the choice that I would take. He is very normal. He's like most teenagers. Yes. I mean, look, when I was a kid, I didn't have a fake ID in high school. It wasn't until college. But it's very normal to want to start experimenting in that realm. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you know about it, I think it behooves you to sit down with him and say, listen, this is the risk you're taking. Like, I know a lot of your friends are doing this. So you're really collaborating with him to say, look, you're taking a risk here. This is illegal. And, why? And also, why do you want the fake ID? Mm-hmm. Open up that conversation. Is it to go get drunk? Is it to just do what everybody else is doing, which is super valid?
Can we do this on the air, Jimmy? Can we bring him in and have this conversation live?
An intervention on the air? Yeah, sure.
That's a good idea.
Well, you're basically doing that right now.
Not happening. No.
Really?
Okay. He doesn't listen.
I mean, he's out of town, I know, but still, you're going to get home. He's going to go, so were you talking about me on the air? You know it.
Okay, well,
maybe that's a good way to get it now.
Listen, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm suspecting, right?
You're seeking help.
And by the way, I'm not saying he is a really good kid. He makes good decisions. He has a good group of friends, and I do trust him.
So he's just normal. He's normal.
Yeah, I had a fake ID in high school.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
What did you do with it?
Not a lot. I just felt good having it because these older dudes had it, and I was like, okay. And so I think I paid $50. It was back when the guy did the little, he put the little thing of the 6 over the 7.
Right.
Yeah.
I could almost see a conversation happening where I say, all right, what are you going to do with your fake ID? And him saying, I don't know.
No, it could be legit.
Because everybody's got it, so I had to get it.
Hey, thank you for calling in. We appreciate
Thanks,
your... We may have to talk to you again, Jessica. That's good stuff.
Well, I would love it.
Thanks. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
All this great advice, JB. What are you going to do?
It's a cliffhanger. We'll be back. This is the Morning X. It is 99X.